Not looking so great for SoFi stock today and for the entire stock market for that matter, guys. We have all the indexes in the red. The VIX is up almost 4%, and SoFi is down almost 5% on the day, barely holding above $8 per share right now. So we have to break down the charts, do an update, go over what I'm looking to do, and of course, later in the video, we'll break down the indexes, which are not looking good at all right now. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and you might as well get up to 15 stocks for a moo, each up to $2,000. Fund your account with at least $100, you get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, again, each up to $2,000. Get on it, use that moo link down below, guys, and with that being said, cheers, let's dive right into the video. So again, all the indexes are in the red right now, and SoFi is down as well, almost 5%. And now we're actually taking out the lows from yesterday, which we hit around, let's see, 8:15 yesterday morning. Then we rallied up to about 860. Then we coasted at about 850, 860 for the rest of the day. And believe it or not, guys, this morning we actually took out 860. We hit 866. We actually took out the highs from yesterday as well. We hit about, again, 860 yesterday. So it was looking good in the pre-market up until about 8:30 a.m. And then all of a sudden, boom, we started collapsing. I think we got some sort of data this morning. Was it GDP? I'm pretty sure it was GDP. Either way, we'll break it down in my next video today, so make sure you guys subscribe. We're going to dive deeper into that and maybe some other stocks that I'm looking at. But either way, at 8:30 a.m., once we got that data, this stock and the entire stock market, for that matter, ended up taking a beating. We hit 866 here on SoFi, and then by the time the markets opened, we were down to 840. In fact, we got all the way down to 830 by about 9 a.m. So we did rally a little bit into market open from 8:30 to about 8:45. But then once the markets open, man, this thing dumped and we took out the pre-market low. And essentially, we've been downtrending ever since. Now we're down about 60 cents from the pre-market high, or about almost 7%, guys, which is a pretty big down move here intraday for SoFi, with no signs of a reversal back to the upside, at least as of now. All I'm seeing now is, lower lows, lower highs, and again, no signs of a breakout, something like this. As I'm drawing out right now, we're not seeing any signs of that as of yet. And the fact that we took out the lows from yesterday is not a great sign. And this is after, again, we just took out the highs this morning. We actually hit a 5-day, 5-minute high this morning at 866. And oh boy, how fast did things change. And again, now we're back to the low eights, pretty much at a fresh low on this time frame. So yeah, SoFi hit 865 and got rejected like that, guys, very aggressively. And you all know, especially if you've been watching my channel, which if you have not been watching the channel, what are you doing? Make sure to tune in, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You know that 855, 850, 860 in general, that's a big level of resistance over the past couple of weeks. Really, over the past week or two, it's been a big spot, tough spot of resistance. And it was also resistance months and months ago. If I pull up this 4-hour chart, let me do this for you guys again to show you what's going on here. We can see, if I zoom in a little bit, 855, 860, right? That was the high from, well, maybe not so much the middle of September. We hit roughly $9 and got rejected in the middle of September. But either way, this 850 spot, we got hit back in the beginning, middle of October right here. We also got hit there in the beginning of November. You guys see this right here. Boom, let me draw it out. Also in the beginning of last month, December. And now it looks like, again, we're getting hit at that point. Let me draw this trend line out to show you how big of a spot this is, right? And this is nothing new. Again, we've covered this before on the channel, but now drawing it out again, you can see, holy crap, we got rejected there. And now we're back under both moving averages on the 4-hour chart, which is not the best sign for the bulls in the short term, at least. Sure, if you're a long-term bull like I am, I own shares under $7, this is actually music to my ears. I'm loving this. I want to buy more, stock in SoFi. But if you're a short-term bull, You want to see this thing break above $9, $9.50. What's going on right now is not good news, at least technically, right? You know, we got rejected, and we're taking lows out, multi-week lows out, and for all we know, man, we could be back into the sevens like this. And I think I got a comment yesterday on my SoFi update talking about SoFi's going to 780, and honestly, it looks like that could be where we're going now, especially after we got rejected here in the mid-8s, and especially if it breaks $8, guys. If $8 breaks, 780 could be next, and from that point, who knows, maybe mid-7s is where we could be going. I mean, if I draw out some other trend lines here, guys, we see 790, 780, 790 roughly. That's where the stock held as support back in the middle of August right here, you guys can see. So now we're trading in that window again between 790 as support, 850, 860 as resistance. So that's where we're trading right now. So if we do break under 790, 780, we could be going down arguably to the lower sevens, right? If I draw this trend line out, let me show you this. We can see on this 4-hour time frame, SoFi was holding support in the mid-low sevens in the end of September. We held it right here, boom, end of September. Also early October, we held about 720. Then we also held here in the end of November. Looks like we held 720. Then we rallied all the way to about $11. So that could be where we go after, and if, it's not guaranteed, but if we do break under 780 to 790, we'll be playing in this right here. So things, this goes to show, stocks take the the stairs up, elevator down, man. This goes to show how quick, especially these volatile stocks, could go down in value. It's insane. I mean, this thing was just at almost $11 about 11, 12 days ago, and now we're almost at $7 again. Now we're officially down about 23%. So we're in a bear market now on SoFi, and again, there could be more downside here moving forward. And if you guys remember, I think I made a video on the weekend or over this past weekend going over their earnings coming up. We have earnings on the 29th. That's in about 2.5 weeks away. So if we're in a situation where we sell off, well, we already are in this situation, but if we get even more oversold heading into earnings, man, that's going to be an interesting situation. Do they crush earnings? Is guidance very strong? Do they crush revenue? If so, man, and we're down 30% from the recent high, that could be setting up for a ridiculous upside move for SoFi. That's if they're still very oversold heading into earnings, which we don't really know considering the earnings are about 2-3 weeks away. And we know how quickly a stock like this, like this could move. So for all we know, this could be back to $10 before earnings. I don't freaking know. But right now, it's getting beaten down. That's what you guys have to realize at 850, 860. Now we're going back to 8. If that breaks, we might be going back to the low sevens like that, which is where I'm looking to add more to my position. I'm loving this, man, because again, I'm in under $7 and I want to build this position up. And, this window right here is where I'm looking to add even more to my SoFi. And full disclosure, guys, it's not like SoFi is my biggest position or I'm all in loading my entire portfolio into SoFi. I'm not one of those guys. I'm going to keep it honest with you all. I'm keeping SoFi as a pretty small position in my portfolio. I actually own it in 2 different portfolios, but it's a smaller position, right? I'm not going all in because I know it's more speculative in nature. It's a smaller company, and it's one of those that I'm keeping at about 5 to 7% of my portfolio, probably more like 5%, to be honest, at least as of now. And who knows, that could change, especially if SoFi stock does end up exploding. But more like 3 to 5%, not 5 to 7. That's wrong. More like 3 to 5% is where I'm keeping SoFi as of now. I don't know about you guys, but that's personally what I'm doing. And I actually haven't mentioned that in a couple of videos. So here we are saying it again. It's a small position, guys, 3 to 5%. No more than 5% really is what I'm looking to put into SoFi. Maybe you guys will laugh at me because of that. I don't know. but I'm just keeping it real. So what do you guys think? We didn't have enough time to go through the indexes today, but don't worry, we'll do that in my next video. So make sure to subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo. I'm telling you guys, this is the best promo right now by far. Fund your account at least $100. You get 5 stocks, and fund your account using that link down below with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks. And by the way, each of those could be valued up to $2,000. So what the heck are you waiting for, guys? Get on it. Use that link down below. And full disclosure, that is an affiliate link. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next one.